Welcome to today's Seidokan Saturday / Kempo. So early on, we learned Seidokan 1, direct attack, direct defense. A little bit of an offline on Seidokan 1. The corollary to that direct counterforce in Kempo was our Kempo 6, which utilized the front kick. Kempo 12 is today's technique. Kempo 12 is 2 kicks in a row, but unlike 8 and 9, where we kick once, twice with the same foot, Kempo 12, we're going to kick with one foot and then the other. Okay, so Max is going to help me out with this one. So depending on, and there, again, just remember with all of these techniques, even the Seidokan techniques within Seidokan, a lot of us do things slightly differently, but they're essentially very, very similar common principles. So my version of Seidokan 12. Always keep that in mind. What I'm showing is the way I teach it, and there may be other ways, so nothing is gospel to me. I'm open to other ways as well. All right, as the punch comes in, I move slight angle coming to a cat stance. Remember, the cat stance doesn't take as big a step as a square stance. I can step shorter, but have the same body distance that I would have had in a square stance. We're doing, again, the double circle or knife hand block from the cat stance. The double circle makes it easier for me to grab because he's probably going to punch and retract his hand. And right now we just finished a sparring class, so he's really sweaty. So I get nice and wet here. So if I just tried to grab a retracted punch, he's going to slip right out of there. That's grease, okay? So if I double block, start at the elbow and come back, or double block, hit, and freeze that hand a little bit, it does make it easier to grab. So angle, cat stance, double circle, or knife hand block, immediately grab. Make sure, and again, if he's sweaty, if I grab here, pull out, okay? If I've got my hand around the thin part of the wrist, above the fist, it makes it harder for his hands to pull out. Now, he could, just like the monkey in the jar, if he let go of the, and pulled and squeezed his hand through that way, he could get out, but in a fight, most people don't really think that way. So I've blocked here. I'm going to immediately kick off my front foot, where in 8 and 9, I drop the heel to kick and bring power in from the back hip. Here, I'm going to immediately front kick off the front foot. Depending on what happens where I kick him, the range, his body may move, I may have to step differently. But for now, I'm going to step essentially right back in place, turning back kick, okay? And again, the back kick, if I'm being picture perfect, teaching it exactly the precise way, then my foot is straight up and down. In speed, if I'm in actual combat, my picture perfect technique is going to fade, I don't really care, and the foot might turn out a little bit and it becomes almost a side kick. That's okay, but technically we want the foot straight up and down, ushirogeri, back kick. Hey. Angle, cat, front foot is free, kick. Step wherever I need to, depending on the space I need. Turning, back kick. I can finish toward him here, or completely spin around to face him, okay? This time I'm going to give him a little push back with my front kick. I'm not going to actually kick him because I want him to come to class again. So from here I push a little bit. Now I'm going to have to step forward, cover some distance as I throw my back kick. And in that case, I would definitely turn toward him with my guard. This time, come at me and force me a little. So I go here, and as I kick, he's knocked me a little, so I step away. He's coming at me when I throw the back kick, and then I would do the full turn. But it really depends on what the pressure is. The base technique, let's do from the other side just for grins and giggles. The base technique, cat, block, and I don't really have to grab on this one. I'm grabbing just because it's a good habit to get into practicing, but we could block kick with 0 grab. Now here's where the turn and the difference between 8 and 9. If I kicked from here, right foot, if he's following up, he's probably going to be punching with that hand, and I'm turning right into that punch. But by coming to this side and kicking left foot, if he's coming with that punch, I can spin and turn it away as I back kick and follow it. Okay? Kempo 12. Let's have Max do it to me. Hey! Hey! Yes! Up. Now, an advanced version of this, for those who like to. You want to try it?
Sure.
No?
Oh.
Hey! Hey! Is the jump back kick. Okay? Just for a little athleticism. And again, where he steps is going to depend on the effect of that initial kick. I recommend not grabbing the hand. I tend to do that, but technically, it should just be block and kick. I can get to my kick quicker if I'm not as concerned about this hand, right? We can, again, like I showed on 9 last week, hey, almost jump to the front kick and then do my turn and my back kick, if that makes some sense to you. So there are variables, but the baseline technique, block, front kick, back kick. Whether you full spin, whether you grab, all of those are situational adjustments made by whatever is necessitated by your attacker. That's Kempo 12 in a nutshell. Any questions, comments, input? I appreciate it. Thank you for all the followers. Please like, share, subscribe, invite others to come along. Make it one big happy family. Next week, Wansu Kata. And until then, as always, let's keep practicing.